Hey guys! I'm someone who is always scrolling on Pinterest, I'm always scrolling on Instagram and TikTok for inspiration, but I'm always looking at rooms and I'm like, how did you get it like that though? If you've got a goth bedroom, how did you get it like that? So I thought I'd actually make a video teaching you guys how to get your room goth, budget-friendly edition. If you haven't already, you can watch my room tour over here on my YouTube. I will not be showing my room in this video, but I will be showing you some of the things that I've got and some of the things that I suggest getting if you are trying to transform your room into a goth room. But yeah, if you want to see the full tour, go and watch this video. We're going to start off with the first section, which is going to be furniture. I feel like furniture is probably the first thing that you would get, obviously, but it's also kind of the hardest thing to get and it's the most expensive. So let's get the furniture out of the way. Let's have a look at some ways to get gothic furniture. My number one tip is to buy from Facebook Marketplace. Now, I actually got pretty much all of my furniture in this room from Facebook. I bought my black vanity from here. I bought my chase lounge from here. I bought my clothing rail, my mirror. I'm trying to look around my room right now and think what I bought. Pretty much every single piece of furniture I got from Facebook Marketplace. Now, obviously, it's all fun and games, me telling you guys, just go on Facebook. But like, what do you search? Okay, here's what you're gonna search. You're gonna search for, obviously, goth, alternative, edgy. Unique is a good thing to search, but if you're looking for more specific things, I like to search for French style furniture, ornate furniture, baroque furniture, vintage furniture, or even Victorian furniture is a good thing to search. Obviously, like a lot of the time, you may not get black furniture, but then that kind of moves me on to my next point, which is once you found the furniture you like, you can paint it any color that you want. Like, get some spray paint or some wood paint and then DIY it yourself, and then you've got a nice black vanity, even if it was originally white. My third point is similar to Facebook, but I would say thrift it. Go to your nearest op shop or charity shop or whatever country you're in and go there. Again, you can spray paint it. This is definitely harder, it's definitely more time consuming. However, if you do find something, it's definitely worth it. I have been in op shops and found some cool pieces, and I have bought a chair and some of my decorations are from there. It's definitely harder to find furniture. Some op shops and charity shops and thrift stores specialize in furniture, so if you've got one near you, you never know. Maybe try it. Maybe a goth girl has retired and donated her goth furniture. You never know. My final step to getting a goth room in terms of furniture is antique shopping. This is a little bit not budget friendly. Obviously, antique shops can be very, very pricey. However, if you are looking for that kind of Victorian, vintagey, traditional goth aesthetic, it's gonna be in an antique store. So head down, maybe get some inspiration. Now that you have got your staple furniture, let's decorate the walls. I rent this house. Everything on my wall is stuck on with blue tack or like double-sided tape or command hooks, that kind of thing. I'm hoping that they won't rip off the paint or anything. I think we're good. I think I'm gonna be fine. But yeah, so I just wanted to clarify that. This is also rent friendly, or maybe if your parents don't allow you to nail things in the wall, then this is a good option. First thing that you can put on your wall, crucifixes. Obviously, I know crucifixes and crosses are very controversial depending on what your religion is. I personally class myself as Christian, so it's more than just a cool decoration for me, like it actually means something. That's why I actually have, not to flip you guys off, but it's why I actually have a cross here and I have a cross on my arm because I'm actually Christian. I have both these ones here. I will also put pictures up of them, and I spray painted both of these black. My big one was originally white and my little one was originally purple. Ew, I know. Actually, I found all of my crosses in op shops, so I actually thrifted these. However, you can get them on eBay. I think there might be some on AliExpress, but again, you can thrift it. Like, I've thrifted it before. Number two, small business cards. Now, they're free. You could go to an expo, you could even just reach out to businesses, or if you're going somewhere alternative, maybe get some business cards. Maybe if you're going into some alternative shops, you can see if they've got any business cards or little labels and things, because they're free. And I like to stick mine on my wall. Like, I have this one here, was from a PR package, and it's just like a lip service picture, and it's got like a code on the back. And then this one here is a little one that I got from one of the expo witch markets that I go to. I literally just walked around the expo picking up cool business cards that I liked and put them on my wall. Number 3 is to use your accessories as display. Why go out and spend money on wall decorations when you've already got them in your wardrobe? So I know that you can see a little bit of my scream mask. I have my plague mask. I also have like a necklace hanging here. Sometimes I'll hang up chokers as well, or necklaces. You can just use a command hook, or I actually am hanging this necklace down here with blue tack. Number 4 is dried flowers. I know that we've probably seen these on TikTok and everything, especially if you've got a partner. I think that this is very cute. You can literally just get the bouquet of flowers, and in order to dry them out, you just hang them upside down, but you could also put them on your wall. Or another option is to frame them. Like I have this one down here which is framed, and I got the frame from Shein. Yes, I know, Shein is not goth. Please don't kill me. It was one frame and they sent it to me. And I did decorate it myself. I just put some lace around it and some bows, and then I have the flowers in there. Number 5 is to put tablecloths on your wall. As you can see here, I have my lace spiderweb. It's literally hanging on my wardrobe door. I stuck this up with the command poster hooks and it somehow stayed. And I just think that this is a cool way. If you've just got like a blank wall and you just need it covered by something big, use a tablecloth. And these are pretty cheap. Like at Halloween, it's a really good time to go out and have a look for tablecloths. Number 7 is frames. As you can see, I have a frame here, and I also have some more on my wall. And I literally just get random frames from op shops, and I will spray paint it black, or you can spray paint it any colour, but of course if you're goth you're probably gonna pick black. And I just think it's a really cool decoration, and you can get them from anywhere. There is often so many frames in op shops and they will just be piled in boxes, so there's so many to go through. I'm having to ask my boyfriend to get the next one. Hello, can you do me a favour please? Can you please get me in my sister's room, like in the snake room? Yeah. Has her like her reindeer head or whatever it is. Can you just bring that up? Thank you. Number 8, I think we're on now. Are we on number 8? I don't even know. But this one is the ultimate alternative goth girl's favourite. Again, a little bit pricey, I'm not gonna lie. But you can also get them from small businesses and expos, and that is taxidermy. Taxidermy and skulls. These often will hang on the wall. I don't believe that this one does, but I know that like I've seen them before where they will have them hanging on the wall. And this one is actually my sister's. This is not mine, but how sick would this look? Hanging on the wall. This is the ultimate goth girl tip. Finally, for wall decoration is vinyls. Now, there are a lot of old vinyls in op shops and thrift stores, even secondhand or at boot sales. I've seen them everywhere, and I don't even know if a lot of them work. Maybe that's why they're so cheap. But personally, I like to use them as decoration on my wall. Either I will put up the cover of the vinyl, or I will just put up the vinyl itself. For example, I have this one here, and I literally just put blue tack and stuck it on my wall, and I have no idea who it is, and I have no idea what the music sounds like, but I just have it on my wall. Extra tips if you obviously put alternative music, but if you're just going for a cheap option, this was like 50 cents, $1 maybe, not even that. Maybe that wasn't the final point, is scissors. Scissors, knives, maybe you have a blunt knife that doesn't work anymore, and maybe instead of throwing it away, you know, I have my scissors up here because I just think that they look cool. Why not? The next section of this video is decorations. Now, obviously I just spoke about decorations for your wall. Now I'm going to speak about decorations in general that you could put on your desk or on your vanity or on your bed. I don't know, just things that you can put around your room. Number 1 is candelabras. Of course, I have one here. They're just a staple goth thing for your room. I think I got this one from Amazon, but you could probably pick them up from Facebook, etc. Number 2 is lace on your curtains. I personally don't have curtains, I only have blinds, again because I rent, so there's nothing I can do about that. And I just thought the blinds were ugly, like it was too plain. So I just got curtains. Again, you can get these from op shops, usually in the bedding area. They might have some, typically they're often white, but you could always get some fabric dye and dye it black. And I personally just balance mine on my window, but you could also get an actual rail and hang up the curtains themselves. This also makes your room a little bit darker, which makes it more cozier, and I just like that kind of look. Number 3, posters. They're just a cheap option to maybe show some of your favorite bands, some of your favorite movies. Maybe you just have random posters from Pinterest. I have this random poster here. This was designed by a small business at an expo. My sister gave this one to me. She got it at the Brisbane Expo, the Curiosities and whatever the fuck it is. I also have a Cannibal Corpse poster on the back of my door. Number 4. This may seem obvious, but I feel like not enough people do it. Again, like I said with hanging up your accessories on your wall, hello, you have clothes. You have a whole wardrobe. That is your decoration. I have my wardrobe open, I have 2 clothing rails, and I hang everything out because the clothes are the aesthetic. They're decoration in themselves. Number 5, I personally haven't done this, but I love this idea and I'll try and show some pictures of it. But it's when people get a chain and they hang it from their ceiling and then they clip all of their bags onto it. I think this is so cool, and I'm yet to see someone goth or alternative do it with like the whole black aesthetic, but like black and chains. Yes, it's a yes from me. The only thing that stops me from doing it is the fact that I rent, so I can't screw a nail in my ceiling. It's a pretty cheap option, like you can literally just head to your local DIY store, get some chain, and then just clip your bags onto the chain. Number 6, another alternative option for hanging your bags is to use a hat stand. Personally, I use mine for wigs, so I actually hang all of my wigs on my hat stand, but I know that a lot of people don't have wigs, so you could always just hang your bags or even your coats and your clothes. But hat stands in general are quite aesthetic. You can get them from Facebook. I think I paid maybe $50 for mine on Facebook, and it's got like a vintagey design. And again, if I have the time, I would like to spray paint it black because I think it would match my room more. It's more of a like very, very dark brown metal kind of colour. Number 7, chandeliers. I can't do this option because I have LED lights in where I rent, so there's no like light in the middle. But I remember back home I used to have a chandelier. Chandeliers are just so pretty, and again, you can get them from Facebook pretty cheap, especially if some of them have a couple missing charms. Then you can get a lot of money off of them, and a lot of people don't have them nowadays because, I don't know, I feel like they're pretty outdated, but I love that look and I think chandeliers are so dramatic. Bonus points if you get a black chandelier or a clear chandelier. Number 8, old books. My sister actually does this in her book room. She has her bookshelf and she's got like this display case which has old books in it. I'm not sure where she got all of the old books, but I know that one of them she got when we were out thrifting together from an op shop. Number 9, more taxidermy. Now I showed you what you can put on your wall, like the skulls, but I'm not gonna get it right now, but I will insert a picture of the ones that my sister's got. Now she's got this really cool jar. This actually spins. Now I'm sure I have a video that I can show you guys. I'm pretty certain I do somewhere of it spinning, and this is super cool. She got this from a witch market locally. I will say this was not on a budget. This is definitely not on a budget. My sister's also made her own taxidermy thing with snakes. So she's made jars with snakes. She has snakes. She's a snake owner. Don't worry, everything was sourced ethically. Sometimes, unfortunately, snakes die. She had her one pet that died naturally, and she didn't want to get rid of him because, like, you know, it's like your dog. You don't just want to throw them in the bin. Like, you want to do something with their body, and some people choose to bury, some people choose to cremate, some people choose to taxidermy. So that's what she did with her little pet snake. He was a little boy when he died. He was only young, and unfortunately only his sister, the girl, survived. But she kept him for years, and finally she decided she was gonna do a wet specimen of him. So that's what she does, and she decorates her room. She also has some other random taxidermy and crystals and kind of witchy stuff, so her room is definitely a very good display of alternative rooms. That brings me to the end of this video. I'm definitely gonna forget a few things. I'm definitely gonna look around my room and think, oh, I so should have mentioned that. But hey, I think I've got a lot of the staple things in order to get an alternative room. Now, of course, your room doesn't define whether or not you're alternative, but a lot of people want their room to reflect how they feel and who they are. So I think if you're alternative and you just don't know where to start, then maybe some of these things in this video could be a great idea. Maybe you have some things lying around the house that actually could be upcycled. Now, of course, I know that I'm not the perfect goth person, and I know that a lot of people are going to be like, you're not goth. Listen, I'm not trying to state that I am goth. I'm just saying I feel like my room is definitely inspired by the goth aesthetic and the alternative aesthetic, so I don't see many people giving like tutorials on YouTube on how to get a more gothic room, so I just wanted to help a few people out who maybe are just struggling to get their room to look nice, and maybe this just sparks some creativity for you, or maybe you just like watching me, which thank you if you do. Let me know what videos you guys want to see. I'm really loving YouTube at the moment. I'm loving getting into it. So I would love to hear your advice and what you want to see. Make sure that you head over to my TikTok and my Instagram. Make sure that you check out my Depop, because you never know, I could be selling some alternative room decor, although I usually stick to clothes and accessories, but go check it out anyway. And make sure to check out my shop. Or if you have a goth room, send me pictures of your room. I want to see it. I want to know what people are doing to decorate their room. Bye!